As a film nerd, I'm frequently asked what film sparked my love for the medium in the first place, and I can confidently say that the first film I was ever obsessed with was Kung Fu Panda. I was about 9 years old when it got released and had just begun taking martial arts myself, so it really was a perfect storm of sorts. There was a short behind the scenes style documentary made to promote Kung Fu Panda, and no word of a lie, I must have watched that documentary at least 40 times before the movie dropped in theaters. It was to the point where I was literally quoting Tai Long in the theater before he could even say the lines. "I don't want your apology, I want my scroll," I'd mutter under my breath, as my parents looked at me bewildered as to how I knew what he was going to say. But as an adult who now looks at film with more scrutiny, I can say that Kung Fu Panda still remains as a beautiful story regarding self-love and acceptance that has stood the test of time and truly has something for audiences of all ages. The thematic core of Kung Fu Panda is the concept of dreams and desires. Po, our main character, desires to leave his life as a noodle maker behind and dreams of becoming the Dragon Warrior. Their first shot of the film is quite literally a dream sequence of Po as the Dragon Warrior. The Furious Five, especially Tigress, also dream of becoming the Dragon Warrior. Master Shifu once dreamed that his student Tai Long was also destined to become the Dragon Warrior. And Tai Long now has a burning desire for revenge against his former master for being denied his destiny. Almost every main character has some kind of dream or desire that ties to the illustrious title of Dragon Warrior. You see, being named the Dragon Warrior is akin to being the Chosen One, or being named the Strongest. It's a title that many characters, chiefly Tigress and Tai Long, have worked towards becoming their entire lives. And then a panda comes falling out of the sky and seemingly by mistake is picked by Master Oogway to become the Dragon Warrior. Naturally, our cast of characters are not quick to accept this. Master Shifu makes it his life's mission to get Po to quit his training, Tigress is feisty and aggressive towards Po, and Tai Long even laughs when he first comes face to face with Po, believing there's no way a panda could be the Dragon Warrior. Now, it would have been very easy for Po to quit, he even contemplates it for a while, but Master Oogway gives him some words of wisdom, which sway his mind and harden his resolve. "You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why they call it the present." These words of wisdom from Oogway teach Po an important lesson about dreams. You see, the beauty of a dream isn't in reaching your final destination, the beauty is in the journey itself, and each step along the way that got you there. So rather than worrying about whether or not you'll achieve your dream one day, you have to focus on the present and the current step that you're on. This is why Po refuses to quit. No matter how many times Shifu berates him, no matter how many times he's knocked down, no matter how many steps he has to climb, he'll keep going. Our main antagonist Tai Long shares Po's dream. He was taken in by Master Shifu as a child, was trained, loved, and nurtured to become the Dragon Warrior for most of his life. To him, becoming the Dragon Warrior was his destiny and was owed to him. And when he was denied the Dragon Scroll by Master Oogway, he lashed out in an outrage and tried to take the scroll by force. Reaching the final destination of his dream became the only thing Tai Long could see. And this is why Oogway chose Po over him. Rather than accepting he wasn't ready yet, continuing on his journey to his goal, Tai Long tried to take a shortcut. While Po refused to quit and continued to persevere. When Po and Tai Long finally clash in the third act of the film, Tai Long does eventually get his hands on the Dragon Scroll, but it's empty. Or is it? You see, to Tai Long the Dragon Scroll is empty, but it is truly he himself who is empty. He had made getting the Dragon Scroll into his entire life's purpose, when in reality he had everything he ever needed to become the Dragon Warrior inside him all along. He just could never see it because he was too fixated on the scroll as an object that would complete him. You see, Po beats Tai Long not because he's a better fighter, not because he's stronger, not because he's faster. Po wins because he accepts and embraces who he is, and uses his unique quirks as strengths. Po has felt out of place his entire life, like he didn't fit in, but just as his father tells him that there's no secret ingredient to his noodle recipe, Po understands that he doesn't need some material object to complete him, or achieve his dreams. He knows that if he believes in his heart that he's the Dragon Warrior, then he is truly the Dragon Warrior. That is the moral of the story, and that is the secret that the Dragon Scroll held. There is no missing key separating you from your dreams. You don't need to change who you are fundamentally. You simply just need to believe in yourself and work towards your dreams, and one day you can achieve them. All in all, while this film might be a fun kids movie on the surface, Kung Fu Panda is a beautifully constructed story that has a powerful message regarding acceptance and self-love, which is why this film sparked my interest in the medium when I was 9 years old and still resonates with me as an adult all these years later. Thank you for watching this breakdown of Kung Fu Panda's narrative. If you enjoyed it and are interested in further explorations of screen stories, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe.